Hey. Hey, E. Thank you for joining the live. I have the call in number posted within the description section. I'm going to give it to you guys again. Thank you for joining my live. Unrealistic relationship expectations. That's what this show is about. Yes, I hope you guys can see me. When you come on in, hit the like. Can you hear me? Thumbs up, like, all of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. This is my first call-in show, so we're gonna see how this go. So the call-in number was posted, well, it's posted in the community section, and it's also in the description section of this post. It's the 708 number. And when you call in, or if you call in, just you can give a fictitious name. You can call in anonymously, but the focus is on really, like I said, unrealistic expectations and relationships, pretty much. And as you can see in the thumbnail, the people that I honed in on, what Jeannie Mai, we have Deandra Sanders, we have Angela Simmons, we have Nia Long. I mean, and when I speak of relationship expectations, and the phone lines are open, you guys, the phone lines are open. Feel free to call in. And when I speak about relationship expectations or unrealistic relationship expectations, I'm speaking from in a capacity, or whatever capacity you may think it is. Pretty much, whether you are married, unmarried, long term, short term, and more, from that relationship perspective. So, yeah, but the phone lines are open. Feel free to call in. You can call, you don't have to give your full name. Just let me know where you're calling from in the States, or, area or whatever. You don't have to be specific, of course, for privacy reasons. So, but yeah, the celebrities that I mentioned and who are in the thumbnail, I've done content on them. So let's just start off by speaking about who, I'm going to say Deandra Sanders. So, to my understanding, there was some overlapping in her relationship with her new relationship with Jacquees. So, meaning that he was with someone, allegedly. That's what they're saying. So it seems like there was some type of overlapping, and she, quote unquote, could have been the other woman, or he, in his previous long-term relationship he was in, I think they were on a break or something, or probably going through some issues. And, Deandra Sanders kind of, I don't know how they came about, her and Jacquees, but hey, okay. So fast forward to now, they're together. She's even spoke about it from a short-term perspective, that they everything happened so fast. Now she's expecting. So I've been sitting back watching, and of course I wish all the couples well, even those that are broken up. But it just seems like there's some unrealistic expectations from him. The latest video I seen on them was, and you guys can head on over to her channel. I'm not going to post that here, but she had a gender reveal about a week or two ago. So they rented out an Airbnb. Okay, fast forward to what most recent, they did I guess a content video on, I'm thinking they're showing their house, but they were showing the Airbnb. I mean, you know how back in the day they had MTV Cribs or this and that. Oh, hey, check out my crib, check out this and that. So I thought that was just kind of weird and strange. And in my opinion, Jacquees looked a little bit uncomfortable. So you doing a house tour of an Airbnb that you rented out for your gender reveal. That just seems kind of weird. And it just seems like she was hinting like, oh, I love this house. Oh, this is the type of house I want. So was she throwing hints or what? The phone lines are open. Let's get the discussion going, you guys, about having unrealistic relationship expectations. Do you all think that that's a thing? Not just even with celebrities, everyday regular people. I know I kind of just jumped right on into it because I was running late, and my apologies. But when you come on in, hit the like, and I hope you guys can see me. When you come on in, hit the like. Where is? Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you guys that number again. It's 708 328 6537. That is the call in number. Again, you do not have to give your full name, your government name, none of that. But I would like to know your your input, your insight on this topic. Unrealistic relationship expectations. And also you can drop some comments in the chat. Drop some comments in the chat. When you come on in, hit that like, and thank you guys for tuning in on this Sunday. And I hope your Sunday is going well. Hopefully you all can see me. My lighting is kind of off, but so again, the call in number, you can call in. This is the call in show. 708 328 6537. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. You see the thumbnail, you see the topic. Do people have unrealistic relationship expectations nowadays? Or has it ever been that way? So, oh, what's that? So, to speak about Deandra Sanders again, I just thought that when you go back to her most recent video she did, giving a house tour, she's expecting, obviously. And again, Jacquees just looked very uncomfortable. And she did mention before in the past, a few months ago, that everything happened so quickly with them. So, I mean, doing a house tour of an Airbnb, basically hoping and wishing. Someone made a comment I did read under her post, on her video, on her content, like, y'all too old to be pretending. And can a ninja afford the house or what? Is he gonna buy the house for you or what? So I thought that was funny, and I say that respectfully, but like I said before, I'm like, this just looks so weird. Who does a house tour of an Airbnb? I mean, to each his own. I'm not judging, but that just seems so cheesy to me. Make it make sense. So, in my opinion, I'm like wondering, like, what type of expectations does she have for him? You know, like, ugh. Yeah, I don't, and I said this before in plenty of other videos I've done on them, that I do hope for the best for them, but it just seemed a little sketchy. And speaking of sketchiness, even with Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, look at their relationship. I promise you guys, I was side-eyeing their relationship from the beginning. But I was like, okay, because he has a history. She told him the baby wasn't getting. Yes, and that again. So when we talk about, yes, Daily, yes. So when we talk about unrealistic relationship expectations, you have to factor that in as well, too. When it comes to, and like I said, whatever capacity it may look like for people, but you have to factor in when it comes to relationship or unrealistic relationship expectations, you have to think about too, the finances, the person being faithful, social views, commonalities when it comes to family values. Will your child carry your last name, the last name or not? If you have kids, what religion would they adopt? If they will be religious or not? They may be atheists, and I say that, like I said, respectfully. What type of education do you want for the kids? Investments, how investments is going to look for a relationship. Blending families. A person may have a child prior to, or both. How you going to blend the families? What are they? Are the expectations unrealistic, or do people just go in head first and like figuring out afterwards? And I'm okay. I raise my hand. I'm not above reproach. I've done that a couple times. And it's just, in my opinion, and I say this respectfully to anyone, it's an epic fail. Most of the time it become an epic fail. Not to say that quick relationships, when you really don't truly know anyone, could go well. It's a possibility it could, but statistically, I don't have the statistics in front of me. But statistically, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening from a statistic perspective. So you have to factor in all of that. All of that. Again, a call in number is 708-328-6537. Feel free to call in and just, state where you're calling from, the area, and you can give a fictitious name. It doesn't matter. Keep it respectful when you call in and let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Again, this is a call in show, you guys. And you can still engage in the chat, call in show, chat, all of that. So, but yeah, and then speaking of, like I said, with Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, I just seen the writing on the walls with that. To me, in my opinion, I've done quite a few videos on Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. I feel that Jeezy was an opportunist. I feel that that was a COVID relationship. Seriously, I was just kind of, and don't get it twisted. Here on the mix, I'm just a hopeless romantic. I love relationships, whether you're married or long term committed, all of that. I just love that. I love love. Hopeless romantic, and I've been in serious committed relationships, a few of them, and did they all work out? Absolutely not. So, but to say that, I mean, both can be true. It's like, okay, I want the best for someone, but at the same time, I'm side eyeing this. This don't feel right. This don't feel right. Not that I'm coming from a hating perspective, because some people think that people be hating when they give their opinion. And, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has them. But yeah. So, like I said, from the beginning, in my opinion, I just side eyed that relationship, and I looked at the pattern of Jeezy, like the pattern. Pay attention to the pattern, ladies and gentlemen, men and women. Pay attention, whatever type of relationship you in, pay attention to the pattern. You might have to do a little digging, and I say, like I said, I'm not above reproach. I've been there, done that, so you can learn some things from me. Seriously, I hope y'all can see me. My lighting is kind of horrible. My apologies. Lighting is kind of horrible. But yeah, drop some comments in the chat. Hit the like when you come on in. What y'all cooking today? This is not a promo. But yeah. Again, it's a call-in show. Come on now. Somebody call in, call in, call in. Let's get it going. Don't forget, you guys, I'm going live tonight. I have the giveaway. Sip and recap, sip and react. We'll be discussing a lot of, not a lot, but a few topics from the week, this past week. I didn't do a lot of content this past week because I was a busy bee from a personal perspective. Busy bee from a personal perspective. Give me a second, y'all. I'm cooking too. Okay, y'all. But yeah. But yeah, do people have unrealistic relationship expectations nowadays? I believe so. I believe so, especially nowadays. But back to DeAndre Sanders too. I felt so horrible for Jacquees when at their gender reveal, it seemed like unbeknownst to him, she was like the baby not getting his last name because she not married. So I'm just like, well, what kind? So again, relationship expectations, unrealistic relationship expectations. I'm quite sure, honestly, in my opinion, and I like the Sanders family. It just seemed like she's running that just strictly off the strength of her daddy's name, Prime. It's like, I'm gonna have my way. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Well, girl, you might be a single mom. Might be a single mom. And Jacquees, like I said, it's being rumored that the relationship with DeAndre was kind of overlapping. So it's like, sheesh, you know, give or take, possibly. And the female that he was with, Drizzy, I think that was her name, she basically was, they were in a long term relationship. So I'm just being honest and transparent. And like I said, I like the Sanders family, but both can be true. Both can be true in this aspect when it comes to something like this. It's like, what? If you were married, he would get. I mean, I guess when you come from a traditional perspective, but the thing is that traditional, if you so traditional, why are you ucking before marriage? If like, make it make sense. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. Why are you ucking before marriage? If you want to follow tradition or follow biblical, why are you doing that? Why are you having premarital sex? What can come from that? So I felt horrible for him, and to be honest, I do not believe. I hope their relationship lasts, especially for the sake of the baby. But at some point, if you're not truly happy within, and your heart is being crushed, then it's like, what are you going to choose? Peace from within, or just go along and get along because you have a child together? Then you'll be holding a lot of resentment in my opinion. But what are your thoughts, you guys, on this topic? What are your thoughts? I felt so horrible for Jacquees. I did. I felt horrible for him. Again, this is a call-in show. Go ahead and call in. This is a call-in show. Phone number 708-328-6537. Call in, call in, call in. But yeah, so I felt horrible for Jacquees. But hey, she said since we not married, the baby is not getting. It just seemed like she running everything, and he like, okay, but it's not okay in my opinion. It's just the energy I get from him. It's like, okay, he gonna smile for the cameras, this and that, because he seems like the type, because this is their first child together, that he wants to be in his child's life. He was looking so out of place. Exactly. Exactly. It's like that was his first time he found out about that. It's like, and that was on live. I'm like, well, not on live, but recorded. I'm like, what? He just seemed crushed. Check out their latest content from her channel. They did a house tour of the Airbnb she had her gender reveal in. Girl, he looked like he wasn't even rocking with that. It sounded like that probably, if I was a betting person, and I don't know this to be true, that probably was her idea. Who does a house tour of an Airbnb? I'm thinking it's their house. That's just so corny and cheesy to me. Like I said, somebody in the chat was like, y'all too old to be playing house. He looked very uncomfortable. So this is the second time I got like an uncomfortable type of energy from Jacquees. Like, he really, really wants to make this work. This is his first child. And they both are over 30, and this is their first child together. So, but I wish her nothing but the best in terms of healthy pregnancy and all of that, because I think she had some complications. But I just don't see this relationship lasting long. I don't, because it's her way or the highway. That's what it seems like to me. Again, this is a call-in show. If you come on in, hit the like. The number is in the description section of this post. And you can find the call-in number in the community section. And the call-in number is 708-328-6537. Let me know your thoughts, not just from a celebrity perspective, just regular, normal people on a day-to-day, like the girl or the guy next door. Do people have unrealistic relationship expectations? Do people have that these days, especially nowadays? Like I said, you got finance, you got the faith aspect, you got the traditional and non-traditional marriage or ceremonies. You have the commonalities on raising a child, religion, school, public school, private school, living situations. Are we going to relocate, etc., etc.? You know, it's just a lot to factor in. And when you get into certain relationships, and dependent on if the person is a high value man or woman, women can be high value too. So who's footing the finances? Who big bank take little bank? Who got that? Who's do they get to really call all the shots, I guess? Quote unquote, you know. I mean, it's just all something to consider. And do people go in thinking like, you know what, this will be worked out later on. I'll flip him or I'll flip her, if that makes sense. Like, oh, I can convince him eventually, or I can convince her eventually. But then you guys bump heads, and it's like nobody's budging. So that's when the expectations become unrealistic, because in your mind you're thinking like, man, you know what? We'll figure that out. It's gonna work itself out, and it probably won't. Especially 9 times out of 10 when you guys are kind of not on the same page, so to speak, or put it like this: you on cloud 9 and 10, and then the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, situations change, and then two situations will also reveal. It will also reveal the strengths and the weakness in people. It will also reveal that as well. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Down in the chat. And as you see in the thumbnail, I have Nia Long up there. Her relationship was it. Relationship expectations was hers unrealistic. I mean, an athlete, coach. You know, he used to be an athlete. Her ex. Did she really think, or maybe she did? You know, so. Uh, uh, we have Angela Simmons. Relationship 100. Yeah. We have Angela Simmons. Yo Gotti. I think they're still going strong. Relationship, unrealistic relationship expectations. Will they last? I think he has other kids. How did he treat that, the mom of, the other kids? What do she think she's the exception? I mean, hey. And again, you guys, the mix is not above reproach. I done been in some relationships, and hey, and a book will be coming soon, and hopefully I can help someone. Seriously, a book will be coming soon. Well, not soon, but I will be working on a book in the future. But yeah, did you really think? And it's just, oh my gosh, unrealistic relationship expectations nowadays. Do people have that? Even regular people, because them celebrities, they regular people too. When the cameras are off, or if they were not who they were, they regular people too. When it's all said and done, they're human. We all are. But wow, this is a call-in show, you guys. Go ahead and call in, give your thoughts, commentary. 708-328-6537. 708-328-6537. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. Unrealistic relationship expectations. Is that applicable more nowadays than ever? I do believe that. I do believe that. That's why, in my opinion, there's a lot of, I think, statistically, there's a lot of single people. There's a lot of single people. Yep. There's a lot of unmarried people. And I'm not talking about the ones who were married and then divorced. I'm talking about those who are single and never been married. The expectations are so unrealistic in a sense. And then you have those two who may have a list. A list. Then you have those two who may have aged out, whether it be male or female, because I still believe men can age out too. Men can possibly age out too. Although They can get them a young thing. A female can get her a young thing, a cougar as they call them or whatever. But let's just keep it real and transparent here. So, but yeah, you guys, this is a call-in show. Call in 708-328-6537, 708-328-6537. Again, just state your name. You don't have to give your government name, your area. You can give a fictitious name. And just let me know your thoughts. Do you believe people have unrealistic relationship expectations? Do you think that? And don't forget, you guys, live tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, Cash App and Zelle giveaway. That's what it is. Cash App and Zelle giveaway. Excuse me. Either or. You have to retrieve it via Cash App or Zelle. So I'm gonna post in another hour or so some updates on that, how that will be facilitated. The giveaway, how it will be facilitated. I will post that in about another hour or so, probably like an hour before the giveaway, hour before I do, the live. So yeah. But yeah, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Feel free to call in. This is a call-in show. The call-in information number is in the description section. You can head on over to if you're just coming on in, you can head on over to the description section. You should be able to click that. Or the call-in number, like I said before, is 708-328-6537. 6537. When you come on in, hit that like. Hit that like, share this video, share. Drop some comments. You can also catch it on playback and still drop your comments. I encourage that. So what are your thoughts? Those who are on here, what do you think about when it comes to Nia Long and her ex, when it comes to Jeannie Mai, when it comes to Angela Simmons, their relationship expectations? Do you believe Angela Simmons may feel that she's the exception to the rule? Meaning, because to my understanding, Yo Gotti, he's never been with like a celebrity type of female. So, I mean, Angela Simmons may just think that, hey, I'm Angela Simmons. He's going to treat me, blah, blah, blah. I'm the queen or I'm the princess, So, but she, baby girl, if she's thinking that, you're not you're not special either, trust me. Unrealistic expectations. You might be treated just like the girl down the block or next door to him in the hood. So you're not above reproach, and what he done did to somebody else, it could possibly happen to you. Hopefully it don't, but yeah. So. But yeah, you guys, I see nobody called in. Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to open the phone lines during the giveaway tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Sip and react. I'll be going over some celebrity type of events or political events that took place last week. Be discussing some of that. So I'm going to open up the chat. Not the chat, but the phone lines. And of course, the chat will be open too for those who do not want to call in. So, but yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that's that. But we shall see how these couples, especially Deandra and Jacquees and Angela and her guy, Yo Gotti, because the other two couples, they are done. They are done. So I would love to see how this, it turns out, it plays out with Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti, and also Jacquees and Deandra Sanders. When you come on in, hit that like. I appreciate you. You can call in too. Call in show. You can call in anonymously if you need to. This is 708-328-6537. If you come on in, hit that like. Feel free to call in, show. Call in show. Let me know your thoughts. Or you can drop some comments in the chat. I prefer that you call in. But yeah, we shall see how these couples, how it plays out. And again, I hope for the best. Like when it came to Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, I really wanted them to win. It seemed like Jeannie Mai was so all in. I'm like, oh my gosh, she is really. I'm like, although I had my reservations, like, did she do the history check on him, the pattern check? You got to do a pattern check on people. Patterns. What's going on? Sometimes that, sheesh, that matters. Whether it be male or female. Even that goes for the males. Do pattern checks on these females as well, too. So got to do a pattern check. Jeez. And when it came to Deandra and Jacquees, they just went head on in. And like I said before, when it comes to unrealistic expectations in relationships, finance, kids, the commonalities of how to raise a child, living situation, you're going to rent, buy a home, how you're going to allocate the monthly bills, faithfulness. Are we going to have a committed, faithful relationship, whether you were married or unmarried? So all of that's a factor in. And then some people, like I said, go in unrealistic, thinking that they can work all of to me, the major things out or the important things out, or they may feel that it's little, they think they can work it out later, and it's just unrealistic. That's just some unrealistic expectations. Because sometimes everybody have their own individuality, and you may not have a lot of commonalities when it comes to certain important things that make up a relationship. So yeah, like Daly just said in the chat about Deandra Sanders wanting to name her child after, I guess, her last name. She's not even trying to name him Junior because she's not married. And Jacquees just looked like he was so crushed. I felt bad for him. So she running that relationship. She is. Let's keep it real. She running it. And I don't see it lasting that long, unfortunately. Unrealistic expectations. So you want to get married now or don't you? They made a post before, I think a video before in the past about not rushing to get married. I don't know. People are just so confusing and double-minded and double talk these days. It just makes no sense. You want to rather be married to have a junior, but you, from a traditional perspective, but you are out here doing pre-marriage, and voila, baby. All right, then. I guess it makes sense to them, but it just don't make sense to me. Some things just common sense. Like, it just don't. Like I said, people be double talking a lot. Double talking. And I'm not saying people should be perfect, but come on now. This is a call-in show, 708-328-6537. This is the number for the call-in show. So even just, keep this in your memo or in your phone. So in the future, when I have another call-in show, and I might open the lines tonight, this number is available, for you guys to call in and give your opinion or your thoughts on a topic at hand. So, but let me get on out of here, you guys. I'll see you all later on in a few hours for the next live. So like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.